Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Chris with Little Treasury Jewelers. If you've been enjoying our content and want to see more, please make sure that you subscribe to our channel. And I'm coming at you today without a green screen. This is actually my normal office. I'm just kidding, but if actually you know what this is, please sound off in the comments below with what you think it is. Alright, so moving on, today we're going to be talking about some frequently asked questions regarding watch care. So let's start off with, do I have to wind my watch? Yes. The answer is yes. You will always have to wind your watch. As long as it's automatic or manual, you must wind your watch. Why is that? Well, automatic watches are going to continue to go, but maybe not wind and gain more power as you wear it. It might stay at a nominal level, but it won't increase in power unless you're really, really moving around. So you always need to wind your watch about 30 to 40 times to give it the proper level of power when it's just been sitting down. So after it's completely wound down, 30 to 40 winds is always the best way to go. A lot of people will, say that they've worn a watch for 20 years and they've never had a problem with it. They just wear it. Well, that's very lucky, but that's not right, and that's very lucky. So the right thing to do is always wind. All right, so question number 2. What are pushers and what do they do? So pusher is a button on the side of a watch case, such as these. I'm using my Hydra Conquest today to demonstrate. And what do they do? In this case, this will be a chronograph, and a chronograph is basically a simple timing mechanism. You press the top button to start the mechanism. You press that button again to stop the mechanism, and you press the bottom button to reset it. It's simple as that. You can use that to time all sorts of things, even your waitress at the restaurant, if we ever go back to restaurants again. All right, so pretty simple there. What is the purpose of a screw-down crown? So a screw-down crown, this is probably the most important piece of advice I'll give you today, one of them. Screw-down crown must be screwed down. It's just very simple. Because if you have a 300-meter dive watch, such as this, and the screw-down crown is open, it is now the Titanic. And we all know what that means. It's going to sink. So water will get in, and you're done. The warranty is not going to cover that. Sometimes people are nice at the manufacturers, and you can kind of exaggerate, and they feel bad, but they know what really happened, and they'll help you. So let's not get there. Make sure you screw it down. All right, so next question is, does magnetism affect my watch? And that's a great question. Magnetism will always affect your watch unless you have a special watch. Certain watches, such as Omega, new ones with the master chronometer calibers, will be affected by magnetism. And magnetism comes in all sorts of different varieties. I mean, you could be in a Tesla. A Tesla will magnetize your watch if it's not anti-magnetic. Your computer speakers in your laptop, you're going to be very close to that with your watch. That's magnetic. It's going to affect it. You could walk through a X-ray of some sort. That's absolutely going to affect it. If you're going to the doctor, you go get an MRI done. I've actually had people tell me this. That's going to affect it. So very simple. If you do get your watch magnetized, it is not the end of the world. Just give us a call. We have a little mechanism that will demagnetize it right in the store. It takes about 5 minutes. So no problem there. That's always the best way to go before taking it to be serviced. So what's the symptom, though, of magnetism? How does it affect your watch? Well, it's going to be really fast. It'll be like 6 minutes a day fast. That's clearly magnetized at that point. So if it's that, don't worry. Again, we can fix it. Okay, so service intervals and when and why should I service my watch. So the recommended service interval for most watches is going to be between 3 and 5 years. Some other ones are much longer, like Omega. The coaxials are all going to be 6 to 8 years. But generally, I'd say about 5 years is a pretty good time to consider service. And if you really push it, you can do about 10 or so. But you will start to see issues arise, such as the crown will be a little bit more difficult to wind. Maybe the date window isn't turning over at the proper time. That should turn over about 12 o'clock a.m. Every night. So you'll see little details. Also, if it's not keeping as great time as it did before, it could be time for it to be serviced as well. So some people are in the camp that I'm not going to service my watch until it breaks, and that's totally fine. A lot of the manufacturers will include parts in some cases, but a lot of cases they don't, and it really depends. If you have a watch that needs to be serviced locally and you've broken something already, they're going to have to find that part and they're going to charge you for it. So just keep that in mind. You can either wait till it breaks or you can kind of be preemptive with it, and it's totally your decision. All right, so what type of accuracy should be expected from watches? The difference is astounding from watch to watch. So you can't have a watch that is not meant to be extremely accurate or you might get lucky and have it regulated to be that level of accuracy, but that shouldn't be expected from a watch. Like a Seiko 5, for example, is going to be about 30 seconds a day in accuracy. Now a Grand Seiko with a spring drive will be 15 seconds a month accurate. So it's just totally different. You really have to put it all into perspective. Can my little old Timex be as accurate as the atomic clock? No. Just be honest with yourself. But our watchmaker can always service your watch and get it as accurate as it possibly can be. All right, so thanks for watching today, guys. Please make sure to like and subscribe the video. And if you need anything, please reach out. Chris@littletreasury.com. And our telephone number is 410-721-7100. Thanks.